You know what I mean? I'm worth a Google, man. Check me out. I don't rap like most niggas, but I do rap like most overweight niggas, if that makes any sense. Let's go. It's Bigg Fatts, baby. God damn it. Never asked for nothing, still they love me like I'm mainstream. Triple A, crashed it in the minors, time to change leagues. The guard of rap, double entendres with metaphors to match. My verbs conjugate paper, conversate, don't ignore the facts, they call me Fats. Baby, every statement is sacred. When you get to this level, you don't see these niggas hating, cause now they sing my praises for the song that they forsaken. If you don't like that lion, then you'll be dancing like David. Oh, they say that legends will forever remember me stunting. I'm a god, yo, these niggas don't feel me for nothing. I already took the steps you on. My very presence itself is the upper echelon. And to the alpha and omega, what's an epsilon? If you ain't talking about no money, then you stepping wrong. Just hit my telephone. Pieces come together like Megatron. Hood niggas better at selling dreams than Decepticons. It's like I'm playing chess. The kid is fresh on every song. I know the things that a king would never tell a pawn. Like, watch them niggas on your line trying to hate on you. Boys players, there'll never be a snake, and now they theta new. It's Fat Jesus. I write these scriptures for heathens. We busy fighting the system. Still, we fighting our demons. Plus, we fight with those just like us. Wonder what comes between us. All you know is the fight. You know violence ain't nothing either. Cool, cause I'm with the misunderstandings. I know when niggas see decimals, they start plotting in fractions. That's when this shit get graphic. I start doing the math. If I see some division, no tripping, I just subtract them. Yeah, I heard niggas talking. Tell me what's that about. See me shining, it must eat your conscience that I'm selling out. Listen up, you ain't about that action, nigga, give it up. Look how they conditioned us quick as fuck. Fisticuffs. Yeah, it's the struggle that made me tougher. The hunger give me ambition, desire that made me suffer. Wouldn't trade it for nothing. This is who I'm becoming. I knew in order to build, I would have to see some destruction. Follow me, Bigg Fatts. B-I-G-G-F-A-T-T-S.
Hey,
I'm not playing with you niggas.
Man, we got some mic killers down here in H-Town, man. Shout out to everybody checking us out, man, on Melanated and Illuminated. Shout out to everybody on YouTube, Facebook, everything that you check us out on, man. We appreciate you. Make sure that you're going to the website, melanatedandilluminated.com. You know, we're keeping you up to date, you know what I'm saying, with the hottest and the brightest people, you know what I'm saying, within this so-called melanated media market, man. And, you know, one thing y'all know about me, man, I'm a lover of the underground. You know what I'm saying? You know, just because it's something about that independent grind. You know, y'all know I've been, you know, messing with music for a while, but, you know, man, I think, you know, often too many times, man, boys sleep on the talent and everything we got down here in H-Town, man. And, you know what I'm saying, the brother, you know what I'm saying, that I'm bringing on today, man, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, he needs little to no introduction out here in these streets, man. But, you know, one thing I could say, you know, I think that I enjoy following this brother on social media just as much as I love his music, man. You know, that Bigg Fatts, what's up, baby?
What's going down, man?
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? In a place to be, man. I appreciate you, man, for, you know what I'm saying, making time for the platform and coming through, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, anybody that was out at our, you know, shout out to the BLA. If y'all was out at our Black Food Truck Festival, you know, y'all got to see him tear it down. But, you know what I'm saying, before that, you know what I'm saying, this brother's been doing his thing, man. So, man, like, since this is your first time on the platform, man, let the people know, you know what I'm saying, who you are, where you're from, and what you do, bro.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? You should know if you don't know, man. I'm going to tell you, man. It's Bigg Fatts, baby. Biggfatts. You can Google me, find me anywhere, baby. I'm out here. Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. Whatever the youngsters use, I'm on that, man. I don't really know how to use it properly like everybody else, but I'm on it, though. You know what I'm saying?
You own it.
Yeah, I'm on it, man. You know, I'm straight out of South Park, man. Man, I'm just a big dude rapper, like, man. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of that food truck festival, man, that was a dope event.
Oh, man, appreciate it.
I'll definitely be back. Whether I'm rapping or not, I'm in there.
Oh, man, well, you know, man, you automatically, you know what I'm saying, fam down with the AI. So I'm pretty sure next year is gonna be better. You know what I'm saying? I always you know, unfortunately, you know, I can't let the public know about some of the leaks I be getting, but I be hearing that heat that y'all be cooking up, man.
Hey man, shout out to my boy Olu and Dave Dollar Sign, man. We definitely got one coming. That's all I can say because it's
Yeah,
not my
yeah.
record, but it's going down. We burning the house down.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. Man, bro, one thing we was laughing about before we got on here, man. You changed the game, man, and you gave me a new motto, man. And it's real. It's real. And you know what? I didn't think about it until you said it. But then when you said it and I pondered on it, I was like, man, this brother's right. You are not a rapper if you don't have no albums.
Hey man. I'm
It,
sorry to be the bearer of bad news because I see a lot of people don't like when this is said, but it got to be said, man. You're not no rapper without no albums. There's the qualification.
right,
That's the
right, right,
prerequisite, man. Come
right,
on,
right,
man.
right. Right. So where did this come from, bro? Like what?
Well, I got the idea from watching the YouTube video, but I
Yeah,
don't want people to be, you know what I mean? I don't
yeah,
want people to be tainted. But the
yeah.
theory behind it is if you haven't done the one thing that's a requirement for you to be something, then you can't be it. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? You can't say you a rapper with no albums. It's like saying you a felon and you never had a prison sentence. It doesn't make sense. You need
Right.
the first one first.
Some of them
You know
boys
what I
already.
mean?
Uh,
uh,
I said, now some of these boys saying they felons and saying they pop pills and do
right.
all that, and
It's
they don't even
weird.
do it.
It's very weird, especially because jail is nowhere where you want to be. So I don't know why you want to lie about that, but you know what
Right,
I'm saying? Like, people want to be rappers. Like, they feel like, oh, I got a freestyle. Oh, my man's got a YouTube video of me doing my thing. You got to go check it out. Or I got a song. I got a SoundCloud. I got 10 freestyles on Sound. That's not a no. Nah, fam, we not doing that. Like, nah, no. You
right.
gotta have an album. You gotta have a body of work that can be critiqued by
Mm,
either someone of your peers or a fan. You know what I'm talking
right.
about? That's what it is. We all gotta be able to go listen to it, whether we like it or not. Say yay or nay. Say what you can improve on. That's the nature of the game. That's the,
Right.
So without an album, it's like saying, man, look. It's like saying you the MVP and you never laced up. You never even got on the court.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm
right, right, right.
saying?
I'm the
You can
coldest.
like I can go out here and say I'm better than LeBron all day, but look at me. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be taken
Right,
as a joke. Now
right,
somebody in the league, we got to go analyze their work. You see
right,
what I'm saying? Even if he only rode the bench, he made the
right,
team. He was in the league. He got 3 minutes worth of playing time. We got to
right,
analyze that. That's something we
right,
can look at to go
right,
say, no, this
right,
person is a hooper.
right, right,
You know
right,
what I'm
right, right,
saying?
right, right.
Right.
Boys play middle school ball,
We
and
can go look at that tape. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
right,
We can go look at the tape, man. But if
right.
you ain't got no footage, it never happened. You
Hmm.
know what I'm talking about? You never know. So
Like,
yeah,
we don't believe you.
right. So if I ask, if you tell me you a rapper, and I say, well, all right, bro, let's lie. What can I check you out at?
Yeah,
Your answer from there lets me know if you a rapper or not.
right,
And if you
right,
say YouTube, SoundCloud, Audio Mac, I, I'm gonna say okay. That's a bit. I don't have none of those, bro. I got YouTube, but I usually only watch rap battles and twerk
right,
videos. You ain't on either one of them. You know
right,
what I'm saying? So good day, sir. You know
right,
what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, man, you got to
right,
tell me something I want to hear, man. What Apple Music? What Spotify?
right.
Where's your body of work?
Right, for sure, man. And man, speaking of body of work, bro, like man, one thing I like about your latest project is the fact of how you took what I'm saying, one of your tracks, you know what I'm saying, one of what I'm saying, tracks I really rock with, really rap. And what I'm saying, you started the really rap challenge, man, and it looked like, what I'm saying, you got quite a bit of dope responses to that, man.
I
Like
did.
man, what was the response to that, bro?
That was actually crazy because I never. There was no prize for that. Like I didn't even think it was gonna take off like that. I just, niggas was like, man, you ought to drop that as a challenge and just drop the freestyle. I mean, drop the instrumental out there. And I'm like, well, fuck it, I'll do it. So I
Right,
I do that. I dropped the instrumental out there, and I want to see a good 60 MCs came through. No, we're not looking to win nothing or nothing. People just they love that record. You know, shout out to C
Yeah.
Green right there. You know,
Yeah.
he definitely came through and burnt the house down. You know, like, but people just I think that they love that record. They love what the
Yeah.
concept was, and they also that beat was just phenomenal, right? So, you
Yeah.
know, you mix all of those two, and I feel like every MC just heard it and was like, man, you know what? I really rap. Let me, you know,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
let
Yeah.
me show my skill, you know. So people came through. Shout out to AI. They burnt the house down. You know what
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
man. I think on the show the other day, man, I played Preach verse on there.
yeah. I mean, preachers, man. You know,
Yeah.
preachers special, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think Preach knows how special he is, but
Yeah.
he's a different. Anybody who, if you never heard Preach, go check that boy out. That boy's something special, man.
Yeah, yeah, nah, for sure, man. Yeah, that's the big homie, man. You know what I'm saying? He always holding it
Yeah,
down.
yeah. No, I'm a fan of all of them guys. Olu, Priest, Boogie, JB, you know, all of my guys, man.
Yeah, yeah, man. But yeah, man, like just seeing everybody, you know what I'm saying, go in, man. Yeah, man. I want to see like a big remix or something, man. You got
I'm thinking about doing that, man. You know, the attention span of the people is so, you know, I think we're gonna do it as just like a video or something, just kind of
yeah,
combine everybody, let
yeah,
everybody burn their verse down again, but just do it as like an official video.
yeah.
To do it as a record, I don't know, man. I'll let the people decide. I'll put that up on the social media. We'll let the people
Yeah,
decide.
man. Yeah, man. Put it out there, man. Put it out there,
Yeah,
man.
we'll let the people decide.
I'm calling for it, man. But talk about, you know what I'm saying, the project, man, that you got out, man. I see it's trending, man. And I see, you know what I'm saying, picking up steam. Like man, yeah.
Well,
Let me know.
it's doing quite well. It's doing very well. Table Manor, man. If you don't have it yet, just go take a listen. You might like it. You know what I'm saying? Table Manor, Manor spelled Manna. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
you're a half religious person, you would know what that means. That's a whole nother meaning. That's a whole other concept. But yeah, the album is doing extremely well. Currently, I think we're on like week 22 on the global DRT charts. You know what I'm saying? So the team is definitely winning. Shout out to Big Pup. He's currently like number 5 on the global indie charts.
Wow.
Number 82 on the global chart, period. You know what I mean? Maybe touching
Yeah.
Billboard soon. So like my team gets it in, man. But Table Manor is definitely it's a conceptual album. It's a really deep project. And if you like dope lyricism and music you can ride to, then yeah, you may want to go take a listen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, you definitely want to take a listen, man. Make sure that you go, man. I'm gonna make sure that I get the links to everything, man, and post it in the description for the people, man.
Right.
Man, what is something about, you know what I'm saying, the H-Town music scene that a lot of people may not know or understand?
Well, this H-Town scene, man, I think what people take for granted because Houston is such a big city and diversity is the amount of talent, the different type of talents out here. Whatever you like, whatever vibe you're trying to catch, is in Houston. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And someone does it at a high level. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's not just here, but it's done very well. Whatever vibe you're looking for. And
Right.
that surpasses hip hop. I'm talking R&B, arts,
Yeah.
just period. You know what I mean? The culture out here, the swag out here is always been its own. But as of late, it's always been Houston has its own culture, but now other people have come and they've added to that as well. So now it's just very diverse and it's
Right.
still its own culture. So I think the
Right.
culture in Houston is unmatched. You know what I'm saying? The talent is unmatched. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Oh yeah, nah, man. That's one thing, man. A lot of people get amazed about, like when they come down here, and they get welcomed with open arms. You know what I'm saying, by people in Houston, because like down here, it's all about respect. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
as long as you
definitely.
cool, and as long as you keep it 100, like, hey man, you good. Like we don't be tripping on where you from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, man. Look, man, like you say, it's all about respect. You respect me, I respect you. You
Yeah,
disrespect me, I'm gonna disrespect you. That's Texas.
yeah,
That's Texas period.
yeah, yeah. For sure, man. Man, man, since we've been under the quarantine, man, they've been having all these different battles going on, man. You know what I'm saying? What's the best one you done seen so far?
I haven't watched any of them.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I keep up with them for joke purposes. You know what I mean?
You sound like me. You sound like me.
Yeah, but I haven't watched any of them because I mean, you know, they're doing that for the people. I definitely feel it, and I'm definitely for it. It's just for me. I don't need to do that to appreciate those guys. I listen to that era of music only. You know what I mean? So, like so when Manny Fresh was going up against Scott Storch, like that's my daily playlist, The Watcher 2. You know what I mean? You talking classic Jigga.
Right.
You know, classic Cash Money, that's in the playlist already. I don't gotta go to IG to listen to that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I never really just hurried over there, man. Plus, I'll be mad busy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'd have to be, you know, sitting at home in my bag on my phone to go and watch that. And that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's right.
Oh man, for sure, man. Well, man, let's take it back for a minute, bro. Like, when did you first start spitting, bro?
In life? Oh man, I've been spitting for as long as I can remember, fam. We used to, it's A-Time, man. We used to be out the dome back when we was kids, man. You know what I'm saying? We tried to be on screw tapes. I used to walk to sound waves, you know what I'm saying, with my cousins.
Yeah, I don't know about sound waves.
Yeah, we'll walk the sound waves or stick horse or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And we'll go get the single, because back then, if you bought the single, it had an instrumental on it too. You know what I'm saying? You buy the single for 99 cents, you know what I'm saying? You come home, you put your headphones in the microphone slot, you know what I'm saying? And you record over you make you a little tape, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I started out with it. So I've been hip hop to the core, man. I used to battle cats in middle school, and you know what I'm saying. In high school, we used to beat on the soda machines and battle each other. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
You know, I couldn't even tell you when I first just really started rhyming. But when I my first time that I took it seriously, you know what I'm saying. I made my first little tape back in like 05, back, you know, you selling dope, you know what I'm saying? Somebody come get come get a dime check, I can give you a CD. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But when I first got out here, the way people are doing it now, 2012, you know what I'm saying? Put my first little CD out on back then, it was Dat Piff.
Right.
Mixtapes, it was Dat Piff, you know what I'm saying? And you were trying your best back then to get on live mixtapes. That was the thing.
Right.
So, you know, we did that. And, you know, we graduated to band camp. And, you know
Right. Ah, man, yeah.
Then we went through Distro and TuneCore. And now, you know, I'm rocking with PUD, getting publishing and you know what I'm saying, and elevated my status a little bit. So, you know, it's been a long time coming. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. Nah, man. Yes, but I think like you mentioned, like a lot of crucial things that, you know what I'm saying, people don't think about, you know what I'm saying, in that process to, you know what I'm saying, get to, you know what I'm saying, where you are, man. Like, and that's big, man. Like, yeah, going through all the different platforms.
Yeah, man. You know, and this is really why, you know, people think that I'm joking when I say you got to drop albums and all of that. But just look at the way that I can put it in order like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll say you bring it back.
Time I was
here. I ain't thought about it in a while.
Yeah, you know, at this time I was here, I was doing this, and at this time I was doing this, and I have albums to document through these times. You can hear the evolution. You know, you can hear me rap about certain things that I was going through at those times. So my life is in these records. You know what I'm saying? When I can go back to 2012, you know, I was homeless. You know what I'm saying? Pillar to post. You know, I talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I bring it back in memoirs. I bring back that feeling, you know, after going back and listening to my old music, and I just, you know, remember, like, man, this is where I've come so far, and, you know, things of that. So for me, when I play my music, I can go through the years, go through the times, and remember where I was at those times and what I came through. You know what I'm saying? You know, so.
Right, man. Well, nah, man, and that honesty is just reflected, you know, through, you know, like I said, you could sense it, man, like, and you know it's real, man. And I think, like I said, that's the thing that people appreciate, man. So let me ask you, man, do you feel that? I've heard varying opinions on this. Do you think that the internet has helped or hurt artists?
Everything is a blessing and a curse. It's yin and yang. You know what I mean? You can't just say that it's been a blessing wholeheartedly. Of course not, but it hasn't been a curse either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's it's been a curse because now artists are making even less money than what they were making, which is horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
a lot of these people they don't make money, period. So let's not even get into that. But it's
Yeah.
like uh, it's hurt in a lot of ways, but it's also helped in a lot of ways. I'll tell you one thing that's a double-edged sword. You know what I mean? Like so now the ease of access into the music industry, it's quite easy now.
Right.
That's a blessing and a curse in itself. Like everything is a blessing and a curse to me. I walk the line of balance. You know what I'm saying? So I see the good and I see the bad. And what I try to do is dodge the bad and ride the wave of the good. And that's all you can really do in life.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
I think that it's both. It's a blessing and a curse.
Nah, for sure, man. For sure, man. Like, man, what's like one thing that like now that like you wish you would have known like when you first started, like putting out music and doing everything.
Uh, the main thing would be that and this is in the movie Ray, so I'm gonna quote the movie, but I don't want
Yeah.
people to think I came up with it, or I'm trying to act
Yeah.
like I came up with it. But the boy said, you know what I'm saying, paraphrasing that every record is a business. You know what I mean? Everything is business in music. You know what I mean? It's a business deal, whether you know it or not. You know what I mean?
Right.
And yeah, I wish I would have knew that back then because I took so many things for granted as friendship or as personal dealings and you know what I mean? Like just thinking that people had my best interest at heart and I really didn't have my business together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I screwed myself out of a lot of bread. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know what I know, it's like, you know, but
Right.
you pay for those lessons. You know what I mean?
Right.
No, it's just like paying for school. No school could ever teach you like life lessons, right? But
No, for sure. For
you know
sure.
what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Like,
For sure. Nah,
but yeah, I just
that's where you get wisdom.
right, yeah. So if hindsight was 2020, yeah, I would have took every record more seriously. I wouldn't have did those free tapes and dropped so much free content and things like that. And it's things where I could have made it free for the public, but I could have still made money off of it. You know what I mean? Like
Gotcha. Absolutely.
things like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely, man. And it is beautiful though for me to see like so many artists like riding that independent wave and finding out ways to capitalize on themselves versus having somebody else be the main one to get all the bread, then cut you a little check or give you a
Right.
car or something like that, man.
Well, the game now is artists from since I've been in the game, like I said, since 2012. Artists have been their own CEOs for a while. It's just we left a lot of money on the table, not knowing the music industry. We knew we was hustlers, as
Mhm.
H-time niggas, you a hustler. That's just what you. Well, most of us, you know what I mean. But
Yeah,
we
yeah,
we,
yeah.
we grew up being hustlers. You know what I'm saying? We
Right,
sold candy. First thing we could get our hands on, we tried to, double it up. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like
right,
so we came out this thing. Okay, I got CDs. I can sell. I pressed them up for this, so I can sell them for good $5 and still make $3-4 off every CD. We started thinking of it like that. So we pressed up our own CDs. We sold CDs. Then
right,
we say, well, people be buying shirts, so we're gonna make up our own shirts. People buy hats, we're gonna make up hats. You know what I'm saying? We start creating our own merch. Then we start
right,
throwing our own shows. But in doing that, we didn't know about mechanical royalties and you know what I'm saying, getting your
right.
publishing and getting your music distributed through the right companies to where you could get paid and you just got to sit at home. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know these things. We didn't know
For
about
sure.
licensing and things like that. So you know what I'm saying? A lot of money we left off the table.
Right,
Just being
right,
ignorant to the business, but
right,
still being hustlers. So like I
right,
say, if I would take it back, I would keep that same hustle I had, but I would know that it's a business too. So
right,
if I
right.
take these little steps, you know what I'm saying? I get this split sheet filled out. I submit my music through this and through that. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Then I can get this bread too.
right,
And this bag don't stop.
For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
For
The other
sure.
bag stop. I gotta throw the show to make the money. I gotta press up the CD to make the money. You
Right.
know, out the trunk. This
Right.
bag, as long as it's out there and it's spinning somewhere, some
Right.
come to me. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure, for
So
sure, for
yeah.
sure, for sure, man. Well, man, like, man, we've been seeing like over the past several months, like everything shut down, man. They shut down, you know what I'm saying, the NCAA tournament to South by Southwest to Coachella. Like,
They
man,
shut down shit. I didn't even know could get shut down. This shit was
facts. Like, man, shit good. Like, I knew it was real when they closed the rodeo. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey man, when you know what I was joking around on social. You know me, I crack all the jokes in the world and shit. And man, that South by Southwest closed, and I say, man, boy, them rappers surely hurt. That ain't gonna hurt Texas, babe. When they closed that rodeo, I said, oh no,
ooh,
something ain't right.
ooh, ooh,
It wasn't even the
ooh.
NBA that got me. Like you say, we from
Right,
Texas. That
right,
rodeo stopped. I said,
right,
oh boy, they
right,
going down out here. I don't know
right.
what they trying to do now, man.
Yeah, man, it was crazy because I actually had went right before they canceled it to go see Chance. And then yeah, like that was rumors, you know what I'm saying, going around. But you know, kind of looking back on everything, I think, you know what I'm saying, they did make the right call because if the rodeo would have been popping, boy, that Rona would have been all around there, man.
Hey man, I think I had that wrong the last year, man. I was sick.
Uh,
I was so sicker than I ever
uh,
been in November, man. I'm
yeah,
telling people, man,
yeah,
it
yeah,
might have been out here, man. I
yeah,
don't know,
nah, for
man.
sure, for sure, for sure. Nah,
I
man,
ain't
I
even the
think
type of
it,
person to get sick, bro. Like I was
yeah,
out of there for like 3 weeks. I'm talking my body weak,
for sure.
everything,
Yeah,
man. But
yeah,
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 man, it's crazy, man. This here when they start shutting down schools and NBAs and NFLs and hey
yeah.
man, these are all money makers.
Right, right,
They
right,
start
right,
shutting down the things that make money, man. You make you nervous. I don't know now,
right,
man.
right, right. Nah, that's facts, man. That's facts, man. Like, bro, how you think concert venues and things like that are gonna be able to come back, man, or is it gonna be like a while before we get back to?
Honestly, that's gonna be the last thing to come back. That's you talk about necessity and essential. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like that's probably gonna be the last thing to open up. You know,
right,
a lot of states right now are trying to build the system. You know, our state, Texas, is doing the same thing April 30th. So
yeah,
we'll see. You know what I mean? Like
right,
if this is all over by the summer, then all is well. I
right,
think, you know what I mean? If this lasts until the projected time that they said at first, which was 2021,
yeah,
before we see a concert venue open up, then obviously the people who need to perform to pay their bills are going to be hurting.
right,
But,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah, I honestly believe, yeah, we won't see any concerts until 2021 at the earliest, because I think, you know, as they talk about it, potentially making a second round in the fall
right,
once we get into our actual cold season, because we coming into our warm season. So
right,
I do think that as we hit the summertime, you know, what I'm saying, it's gonna kind of die down, but potentially, you know, when we get back to September, October, November. Well, you know, it's Houston, so it really don't get cold out here till November. You
right.
know, but yeah, as we hit that second round, uh, yeah, I
I
think,
honestly think the major venues are going to dictate.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like the major, when you start seeing, like you say, Coachella come back and rodeo, it's talk about, you know what I'm saying? Then maybe, the local venues will start letting us rock. But right now, yeah, man, it's just, man, I passed by warehouse the other day. They got a sign up there like, yeah, man, we'll see you when we see you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they like, yeah, be safe, see you soon. Like riding through downtown right now at night is crazy, man. Like
right.
nothing but homeless people out there. They ain't going nowhere.
No, for sure.
They
For
be having
sure, like, man, it has been crazy though going through
the
the city, man, and it just being like empty, no traffic. You just say, you know, H town, you'll sit in some traffic.
man, I'm talking about any time of the day. Yeah, man. That's one thing I like about it though. I ain't gonna lie. I
Yeah.
rolled down 290 the other day. I ain't even
Oh,
stop. I was like, what is
oh man.
this?
Oh man. Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah, like what? Oh, what? It's the
Yeah.
actual freeway.
Yeah,
It's the
man.
actual freeway, man. And you know, what I'm saying I think it's you know, it's kind of just imperative for like this time. I always say for people to just take time to work on themselves. You know,
Right.
what I'm saying? Like everybody talking this bullshit about get a new skill and all this other stuff, man. It's like, man, you gotta time to like self heal, you
Right.
know, self reflect,
People
like
think working on themselves mean they got to learn something or fix something. They don't know that means
right.
that
Like I could
that
build
can
a
just
barn
mean
now, you know.
yeah, like they don't know that can just mean sitting your ass down somewhere and enjoying life for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah. I say,
right.
man, however you choose, man, it's like jail, man. You know,
Mm,
the time is here. You're gonna do the time.
right.
They obviously putting us through the time. You're gonna do the time. So if you're gonna do the time, it's all about how you do the time. Now I'm gonna do my time being cool, calm, collected. You know what I mean? Enjoying the amenities, you know what I'm saying, that I have placed upon myself. So I got a PS4 waiting on me. As soon as we get through with this 2K for the crack right back on.
Yeah.
And I'm cooling, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been at work all day, I'm chilling, man. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I think that people really just need to cool out.
Right.
You're still blessed in a time where you got a bunch of things to take your mind off of things.
Mm,
So throw yourself into that. You know what
right.
I mean? If nothing
Right.
else, binge watch a show. You know what I mean? Get on YouTube, watch your favorite podcast. You know what I
Right.
mean? Watch this one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Watch it over. Watch them over.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Watch it over and over again. Watch some past episodes. See why people love the boy so much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You do that and you just enjoy the time because when things kick back off again, trust me, I think things are going to kick back off chaotically, if that's a word. I'm not
Yeah.
smoking, so I don't,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But
Hey,
I
man,
think it's gonna be some chaos, man. So
hey, man, boys already mad. Like, who would ever thought that people would protest the stay at home order?
I did.
Like,
You know
and think
why
about it,
though?
like we live in a country where you can actually do that. Like,
Yeah, but you know why though?
it's
Because
crazy.
people are people. Man, you can tell people go out and make money. Somebody's gonna be
Right,
offended.
right,
Somebody in
right,
America gonna say, "How dare you tell me to go out and be an adult?" You know what I'm saying? Like you can't tell these people nothing, man. This is the generation of offense. Everything that you say is offensive. You're offending someone. You're oppressing someone. Like you go out and say the sky is blue, and someone is going to say, "Well, that's your perspective. Why are
right,
you placing your perspective on me?"
right. You toxic.
Yeah, you're toxic. How dare you try to make me think that the sky is a certain color? Maybe the sky is gender neutral. Like, like it is what it is, bro. Like,
Yeah,
like,
bro.
yo,
Yeah,
I'm
for
just saying
sure.
the sky was blue. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, well man, you known for pressing some buttons like here and there on social media, like man.
Nah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And I love it, man, because I got that same energy, man. Like
Yeah, man.
what gives you, you know what I'm saying, the motivation to keep going, man.
Well, I'll say what I'm from a different era. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like I understand that this generation don't really understand my era, and it's not up to them to. They don't
right,
have to, and it's also
right,
not up for me to conform to what they got going on either. Like
right,
I can't force you to understand my way of thinking. You can't force me to act the way you want me to act. So I'm gonna be me.
right,
Sometimes I'm an asshole. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like
Yeah, yeah,
if you plan to be in my space, then you might have to deal with my assholism.
right,
That's up to you. You can always leave my space. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like it
right,
is what it is.
right,
But people expect for you to, you know what I'm saying, like conform to this new way of thinking where I have to say everything the right way. And no, sometimes I don't really talk the best way. Sometimes I don't articulate the way I should. And where I'm from, that's perfectly fine. You know what I'm
mm,
saying?
right,
Like You know, it is what it is. But yeah, you know, it's crazy, man, especially on social media these days, man.
For sure, man. Yeah, man. I think you started the interview light, man. You've been fading in the dark.
Oh yeah, I should get up and turn the light on. Huh?
Oh man, it's just that time change. You
Right,
know,
right, right. That's yeah, man. We've been getting it in. Hold
yeah, man.
on.
Yeah, man. You gotta put me on some local artists, man. That we should be checking out, bro.
Okay, okay. Well, I gotta shout out the camp, shout out the guys, PUD Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Fine
Oh,
page,
there we
man.
go.
So y'all go check out C Green, you know what I'm saying? Me and C Green got an album coming out. That's all I can say right now.
Okay.
It's fire. I'm gonna say that
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Pup, you know, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? BIGPUP. Jay Wall, go check him out as well. That's my camp, you know what I'm saying? We are doing our thing, of course. But other H-Town cats that's rocking, shout out to AI. You know, your camp is definitely doing their thing. Rob Gillette, Dante Higgins, D-Lo, Show Lewis, God King Preach, my boy Fat Mac. Man, the list it's so many. You know, I could do this for days. You know what I'm saying? I have personal relationships with most of these guys, so I don't want to not name anybody.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? But yeah,
Nah,
all
for
of those
sure, man.
guys are jamming, and I'll tell you what you do. You go check out some of those names, and you just look at the people. You know what I'm saying? Other people that those people jam, and you'll start going through the nucleus. But if people really want to know, they can tweet me or whatever. I will definitely put you on all the new music you can. I just right now, like I said, that was about 10 names.
Hey, man, that's nah, bro. That's enough, man. You know, like I said, man, I'm always looking to, you know what I'm saying, like not only learn about new people myself, but, you know, also just expose people to, you know, like I said, man, we got so much talent down here. And, you know, I'm working with a lot of different cats in film that's looking to try to highlight some of that talent, man. So I'm ready to get that going, man. Like, it's like we really feel that it's time for boys to come down here to H Town to, you know what I'm saying, get some of this work.
Man, I mean, yeah. You know, we willing to collaborate with anybody. I think, man, people come down here though. Like, I think that H-Town is one of them cities where if you really trying to pop something off, you got to come down here. You got to get this vibe, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like when Atlanta was doing their run, you had to go to Atlanta. Right now, you got to come to the H. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Come pull up.
Yeah.
Pay a ticket. You know what I'm saying? Come rock the fats, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Man, you have a lot of people, man, that'll say that H Town like artists like don't work together, or like the H Town music scene like people don't work together, man. I know you in it, man, so I know you can give a proper response to that, man.
Yeah, man, that's ludicrous, man. No rapper. You know what I mean? Like, nah, man, that's crazy though. It's definitely not true. It's something that non-talented people say because H-Town is kind of bougie. That's what I will say. You know, H-Town is the land of bad bitches. You know what I'm saying? You know? So these rappers are taking that attitude a little bit. There ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Rappers only want to deal with talent bases now. Like, you know, they don't want to come have you stinking up their record. If you're not getting, I just had 2 people buy a verse like yesterday. Like they're paying for them for me. So, you know, it's like I don't understand. If we're not working together and people are paying me, something isn't right. So anyway, you know, like like nah, fam. Like I say, me, Olu, Dave Dollar got one coming. Me and Green got an album coming out. Like this is within the conversation before you even ask the question. You know what I'm saying? Like we definitely work with each other, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if you go down any of my last or any album that I have, you'll see a number of features, all from working artists who have albums that you can go check out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I got I'm about to drop a single soon. I think the cover ought to be dropping this week. It's called Afraid, featuring a certain guy by the name of Zero. Artists definitely work with each other, fam. Like that's a legend. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, you know, people say that shit when they can't get people to come and do business with them, and that's because either they do bad business or they're just not talented enough to garner that I want to feature from you or I want to work with you.
Right.
You know?
Right, man. Let me ask you. And yeah, I know you work with a lot of artists, man. Like, what's the probably the number one thing that artists do that's like end up being bad business or end up making a deal go south?
Artists make things difficult when they don't have to be. I think bad business. There's a lot of good examples of bad business. So we would have to be a little more specific. But when working with an artist, I would say wasting time would probably be the best way to put it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially if you're reaching out to an artist above your stature. And I shouldn't have to explain that to cats. Like, they should know when they're reaching out to somebody who's a little bit bigger than them, or they're on the same plane, or they're a lot bigger than them.
Right.
And you should handle your approach accordingly, and you should handle wasting time accordingly. So if you are somebody who is just getting your name up and you're reaching out to a Bigg Fatts, of course, I'm not leaps and bounds ahead of you, but obviously you're reaching out to me, you know that I could do something for you. If not else, give you a jamming verse. So when you hit me up, don't just hit me up and ask me, what it costs. Have some money.
Right.
If you're going to ask the person what it costs, have a deposit. Right. If you're going to have a deposit, that means you ought to have a beat to send them at that moment. All right. Well, look, I'm going to send you this $50. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got right now. I'll send you the rest later. But here go the beat. Let me lock you in for the verse. Well, now I done took your deposit. You done locked me in. So now I'm sending you back whatever you need to get back in a hurry. That's if you want to do the right business. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you got to at least have that deposit and have what you ready to work on ready. With your concept already. Don't send nobody no blank verse or no blank beat talking about just like whatever. Nah, man, send me your record.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you want me to just rap, I'ma just rap. I can do that. But that's not a record.
Right. You're gonna end up with verses all over the place and no concept.
And some artists will say, well, look, this is the way I pretty much prefer it. Hey, look, I got the verse ready, or I got the song ready. I got my deposit. I got the studio session Saturday. Bet. That means you want to see me write it, or you want to see, you know what I mean? Let's do it. That's the way to do it. And if I can't make this studio session, I'll tell you, well, look, I can't make that, but I'll send this to you by Friday. Whatever. This is all in business, but yeah, within artists, if you're working with another artist, have your paper together. You know what I mean? Or at least some of the paper together where people know you're doing good business. Same when you're dealing with producers. If you're going to buy a beat, bro. Right. All that leasing beats, I don't know nothing about.
Right. You can't do nothing with it.
What are you saying? You still own my beat that I'm not. What does that do for me? I don't. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what we know now, man. Don't hit up Bigg Fatts with a lease beat.
I mean, you can if it's your beat, whatever you want to do on it, whatever. That's your business. I'm just saying, we're producers. Don't even offer me no lease beat. Tell me what the exclusive costs, and then let's do business. If we can do business, we can do business. If not, then I don't want that. I can't afford it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a straightforward guy. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Like, I can't afford that. You too much in my price. You know what I mean? You're out of my price range. I can't do it. Or that's all it costs.
Right.
Send me two of them things, man. You know what I mean? Like, it depends. So, but yeah,
man. Well, yeah, man. Can you touch on that real quick, man? Because I think you just hit on something that's real key on like that relationship between the artist and the producer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a whole relationship is the best word. Like you say, is you have to find you somebody that you vibe with. You know what I'm saying? That you have a sound with. I think that those are all the things you have to get out first. Right. The business part of the rapper artist. I mean, the artist producer relationship. To me, I think the business should be last in that relationship. That's the only one. But because there's no sense of doing business with somebody that you can do perfect business with, but they beats not jamming to you, or you can't make great music with those beats, then screw the business. There's no point. The music not gonna be jamming. We can't do business. But so that's the one relationship where you have to say, all right, I'll ask about the business side tomorrow first. Let me hear your beats. You know what I mean? Like, you know, let me see what you got. Let me see if we vibe. And then if y'all vibe, that's when y'all start bring out the business. Comes, okay, well, what you looking for? Like, you know, and with me, you know, that conversation can vary because business is business, you know.
Right, for sure. And that's how it should be. But like I said, I think you just touched on it, like it's business. You know, man, that kind of just go back to the point you made. Like it's more.
No, the business conversation has to be had though. That's the biggest problem with artists and producers. They either they have their vibe and they never discuss the business until it's too late. And now y'all kind of at odds because the businesses hadn't been discussed properly.
Right.
And you know, now it's time to discuss it, but it's at the wrong hour. You should have discussed it a couple hours ago. You know what I mean? Or, you know, they have their business intact. They know everybody knows what they're getting, everybody knows what they're owed, but they can't seem to make the right records. You know what I mean? So that's the artist producer relationship is the fine line that you know, with your manager, you can be all business.
Right.
You know, with your label, you're all business. With your, you know, your publishing, your distro, you know, your distribution, that's all business. But when it comes to that producer, man, you kind of gotta have that guy where you just, you know, hey man, we don't really see eye to eye business, you know, or you know, the ideal relationship you do see eye to eye. So, you know, I won't say that, but there's certain times where that's got to take a back seat to the creativity.
For sure, man. Bro, last question I got for you, bro. Like, man, I love the logo, man. The logo of the bear, man. Like, how'd you come up with that, man? Like where'd you get that from?
Shout out to my guy Preach, man. Actually, Preach made this design. You know what I'm saying? Me and him collaborated. I wanted something to separate the music in the clothing, in the merch. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like every time I was doing merch, you know, let me show the bear. Every time I was doing merch, it was centered around the music, which that's not really merch. That's promotion. You know what I mean? So I wanted to break out of that, you know what I mean, and give me some new. So I hollered at Preach, and, you know, he drew this up, and we kind of collaborated on what it exactly needs to look like. This is what we came up with. So this is the logo. And we're going to build around this bear. You know what I mean? Like, I got more things coming. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we starting off with the hats. So, oh man, I don't have no hat right by me.
Can people cop those now?
Well, these hats are not available yet because I'm going to use a different type of hat. So I want to. Okay. These are kind of like a prototype.
Right, for sure. I mean, you building that hype though.
I'm building it up. You know what I mean? But I got to get a different style of snapback because this one is kind of, the logo is kind of too big. You see what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, we got to have it right before we push it out to the public. You know what I'm saying? So once we get these together, it'll be summertime. Hopefully the Rona will be gone and we can start pushing the t-shirts and the jackets and the, you know, I got sundresses coming. Like, it's going down. Yeah, no, I'm not playing around, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. No, bro. Like, man, I appreciate you, bro. Like, man, like I said, man, I appreciate you, man. Like, spending time, bro. Like I said, man, anybody that watched the platform, you know what I'm saying, they already see you music, you know what I'm saying, going, man. And I'm going to keep supporting you, bro.
Hey, man, appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all I really tell you. We supporting each other, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for having me, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely push this, you know what I'm saying, any other episode.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah, for sure, man. Let the people know, man, how they can follow you, man, how they can cop the music and get down with the Fatts movement.
Oh, yeah, man. You know, the movement is everywhere, man. Be a fatty, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's Bigg Fatts everything, man. Just Google BIGGFATTS. That's the Twitter. That's the Instagram. That's the Facebook. That's the artist name. You Google that, and you will find everything you need. To get you a fatty hat, you just go to heavyempire.com and search fatty or search fatty hat. Heavy Empire. It's definitely going to pull up. And like I say, man, the music is everywhere. So wherever you listen to music, just type my name in. BIGGFATTS. I'm there. Trust me. I've made sure of it. So,
hey man, we got the SEO game on lock.
No, I'm talking about.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, man, I salute you, bro. I appreciate you, man. And like I said, man, we're gonna keep pushing you, man. Like I said, I'm gonna have Rob on here soon, man. And just man, anybody that wanna get down, man, tell them to come through, man. We're gonna look out.
Definitely. I'm gonna send you some guys too, man. Definitely would love the platform. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can get them on too. You know what I'm saying? I got you.
For sure, man. Well, man. Yeah, man. We'll see. Peace to everybody, man. It's your Rob, man. Check out Bigg Fatts, man. The man doing his thing, man. Killer, man. I got plays, I got bills. We're gonna leave y'all to this. Yeah, man. Peace out.
Yeah, man. Out my way, man. Bigg Fatts, featuring Kendrick James and D Black. I
got goals, I got plays, I got bills, I got stocks, bitch, I buy. I don't trade, got my own, I'm no slave. I done thought of many ways to get paid. Man, I treat the avenue like a 9 to 5. While you shucking jive, had to strive to survive off the nicks and dimes. And every nick and cranny counted till I flipped the eyes. My goal was real estate, but the laws came and flipped the highs. Big fish and I, reeling in the chicken, now tripping high. The trips I be taking got them tripping high. But the finish line is oh so far though. With so much cargo, but I go so hard though. With an oh so hard flow, but I spit that parvo. So I beat these beats up, Oprah and Harpo. Get out the way of this car, bro. The brakes broke. Make notes that instead of hating, you should take notes. On my way, I got goals, I got plays, I got bills, I got stocks, bitch, I buy. I don't trade, got my own, I'm no slave. I done thought of many ways to get paid. On my way, I got goals, I got plays, I got bills, I got stocks, bitch, I buy. I don't trade, got my own, I'm no slave. I done thought of many ways to get paid. Yo, man, I treat the 9 to 5 like the boulevard. I'ma punch the clock like I hooked that block. I'm still pushing hard, still pushing tapes. That's why I'm the nigga they pushing for. Pushing to the limit when a nigga went and took the job. Walked into that office with bosses, look what they took me for. Staring at the eyes of a man that never been shook before. I never fold. Yeah, that's a shame. I hope to never know, forever though. These raps I share is an embedded code. I talk a different language. I came from singing Rosetta Stone. The streets taught me the lessons learned, but degrees cost me. Long nights, I don't sleep off it. Thinking of ways I can make a plate and eat off it. On my way, I got goals, I got plays, I got bills, I got stocks, bitch, I buy. I got my own, I'm no slave. I done thought of many ways to get paid. On my way, I got goals, I got plays, I got bills, I got stocks, bitch, I buy. I don't trade, got my own, I'm no slave. I done thought of many ways to get paid. I got dreams, I got plans for my fam. I'm a king, I'm a man. I don't need helping hand to succeed. Understand, don't agree. Get you jammed, learn to read, to expand. Go and see other land, smoking weed, popping sands. Never made nobody profit. I ain't trying to knock it or tell you stop it. Just watch it. I seen a boss that was living lavish, let his habit turn into addict. Now we struggle to manage. It's tragic. I would rather mop floors, do odd jobs and chores before I ever beg you for what's yours. So stop making excuses and make some plans to excel. Cause if you don't go and get it, you ain't no man, you a male for real. On my way, I got goals, I got plays, I got bills, I got stocks, bitch, I buy. I don't trade, got my own, I'm no slave. I done thought of many ways to get paid. On my way, I got goals, I got plays, I got bills, I got stocks, bitch, I buy. I don't trade, got my own, I'm no slave. I done thought of many ways to get